Was an excuse to call off work the boss cannot do it. My phone rang during my shift at the construction site. Westburg Elementary, my daughter's school. Your daughter is having a severe allergic reaction. You called an ambulance. I ran for the light. My foreman spotted me, his face already red beneath his hard tie. The project was behind schedule. Deep down everyone's face all week. Where do you think you're going? My daughter, I don't want to hear it. Snap. I have to go. You're done here. The entire crew watched as I left. Some moved away. Bears, others just stale. I've been with this company for 5 years. Never late, never miss a day. The job paid all rent. My daughter's asthma medication, everything since my wife left us, but none of that mattered now. I built every speed and getting to St. Luke's Hospital. My hand wouldn't stop shaking on the steering wheel. When I arrived, they dig in my daughter's face, the emergency room. The doctor explained another kid had shared a granola bar with hidden peanut butter at lunch. If school hadn't used the EpiPen immediately, this could have been much worse. We'll need to keep her overnight for observation. I sat in the waiting room for an hour. Still in my dust bowl were closed. Hard hat on the chair beside me, when they finally let me see her. My daughter looked tiny in that hospital bed, an IV in her arm and monitors beeping steadily. Sorry about school, Daddy. Don't apologize to me, her. You're going to be okay. She found that my whip closed. You left her whip. It's your boss, man. Even though she was worrying about me, I forced a smile. Don't worry about that. That night, after she fell asleep, I checked my phone. 12 missed calls and a text from my boss. Final check ready. You know your locker. Just like that. 5P was gone. I couldn't sleep. I sat beside my daughter thinking about bills and rent. Night nurse brought me coffee around 3 a.m. You should get some rest. She said, I'm fine. I lied. Around dawn, another nurse handed me my daughter's belongings from the ambulance. Black hat, unicorn keychain with a glitter one off, and her hospital bracelet. I stared at that plastic bin, reading the emergency admission details, timestamp, her daughter's initials. That's when I decided. Next morning after my daughter's end, I'd be there with her. I drove to the construction site in my work clothes. Crew went silent as I approached. Some looked away. Bears, others watched curiously. My boss was by the trailer with the project manager. Told you not to come back. Without a word, I placed my daughter's hospital bracelet on his plans. What's this? My daughter's emergency room bracelet from yesterday when she nearly died from anaphylactic shock while you were threatening my job. Silence fell across the site. Even the machinery seemed to pause. My boss examined the bracelet, his expression changing as he read the details. Jesus, I didn't know. 'Cause you didn't ask. You assumed I was lying. My boss looked around at the crew and back at me. Project manager suddenly became very interested in his phone. Look, there was no way for me to get why. I cut him off. You could have asked instead of threatening me. My daughter's still in the hospital, but I came here anyway because I need this job. We both know I want to be your best, so am I fired or not? My boss handed back the bracelet. You're in this well, take the week. Take. Family comes first. I should have felt relieved, but I wasn't. That's not enough. What? How many guys have you fired without asking what happened? How many real emergencies did you ignore because you'd already made up your mind? My boss's face reddened, but not from anger this time. Project manager finally looked out from his phone. Boss, maybe we should consider an emergency leave policy. Other sites have implemented it with good results. My boss looked around at his crew, calculating the cost of standing his ground versus losing their respect. I'll look into it, he finally said. 3 weeks later, I was back at work. My daughter was better, with a new action plan at school, but something else had changed. A new laminated notice in the break room. Emergency leave policy. 3 paid family emergency days annually. No questions asked. Documentation only required upon return. Wasn't perfect, but it was something.